Thank you very much, Jean-Paul Bahati, to come to this interview. Okay, so great to meet you. So first of all, we have some questions to ask you. If you don't mind, tell us about yourself.
Thank you very much. I'm by the names of Jean-Paul Bahati. I'm a student at Southern New Hampshire University. I'm pursuing an Associate of Arts degree in General Studies with specialization in business. I've been studying history, economics, and geography at Kajitumba High School. I have an advanced level certificate, and I have maximized in the national examination. I've studied electricals at Seferomiji Kondo, and I have the certificates of workforce development.
Thank you very much, Bahati. Tell me about your past work experience.
I've worked as an electrician in the industry located in Wango district. I have evaluated the electrical appliances. I have improved electrical energy in an industry, and I've managed an electrical stock.
Thank you. Describe a time when you worked well on a team.
Thank you very much for a good question. I remember that on Code for America, we worked on the project as a team of 5 people in this month. So that project was called Building Teamwork Through Marketing. I have elected as a team leader. My responsibilities were to lead a team, assigning tasks to the team members towards the accomplishment of that project. The Acme Widget company had faced with the issue of the decrease in sales. Then the goal was to develop a new product that can increase the sales of the Acme Widget company and to sustain its activities smoothly. So I divided the task to the team members accordingly using the action plan. I've organized the meetings using the telephone to call the team members. I've decided the product we can develop to increase the sales of a community company as an electrical fan has an instrument called thermometer, which is used to gauge the temperature. So due to that good leadership I've shown, our group mastered the project on the group deliverables, and each person in the group mastered the project easily.
Okay, thank you. That's interesting. Next question. Tell me about a time when you had too many things to do, had to prioritize your tasks.
Okay, thank you very much. I remember when I was in the foundational program, I was invited to watch the basketball match in Arena Stadium, and then I have to work on the technology assignment and attending the advisory meeting at our campus. So I was facing with the challenges in my academics. I had to meet with my advisor to seek support. So I had to work on Excel assignment to meet the deadline. I wanted to also to watch that match between Leg and Patriot. So I wanted to sustain my academics and achieve my goals. So I've decided to work on my Excel assignment to meet the deadline and be able to pass the subject using the Excel book. So, and I have decided to attend the advisory meeting to seek support and be able to progress in my academics. So I've decided to not to go to watch the basketball match because I've realized that it will not contribute much to my daily life. So I've got complete on my Excel assignment, and I had an outstanding conversation with my advisor, and I got the support I wanted. So my advisor was very excited to see me progressing in my academic journey.
Okay, thank you. I have excellent question to you.
Yeah.
Tell me about a time when you had to go above and beyond the core of duty. How did you handle the situation?
Okay, thank you very much for your outstanding question. When I was working as an electrician, we had to install the lamps around the compound, which was used to gather the cassava before its manufacturing to cassava flour. So my responsibility was to improve the electrical energy in an industry. So that industry was facing the issue of darkness on that compound. So I was asked to plan on how we can install the lamps on that compound to protect the lamps for being destroyed. So I wanted to help an industry from buying electrical lamps every day due to unbearable weather changes. So I've decided to buy the transparent materials to cover that lamp. So my co-workers and I requested the finance team to buy those transparent materials. Then the lamps took longer on that compound, and it eased the process of manufacturing that cassava into cassava flour. So the executive of that industry was very excited with me due to that work.
Okay, thank you. Tell me about a time when you worked effectively under pressure.
Marvelous. So when I was working as an electrician, like I've asked to make a report explaining the electrical materials each industry has and the time each material is spent in the stock. So my responsibility was to manage also the electrical stock. So the industry was facing the issue of buying fake electrical materials and at high price. So I've asked to make a quick report only in 1 hour to return the product to the suppliers because it has a defect. So I wanted to help the company from spending a higher amount of money on fake products. So I've sorted the materials according to the names of the electrical materials. I've arranged the period each material spent in the stock using the journal as the book of accounts. Then I've worked together with an accountant to give me the names of the vendors using face-to-face discussion, and I've provided a well-detailed report that explains each material, where the company bought that material, and the time each material is spent in our stock. So the executive of the industry was very excited due to that work I've done.
Oh, okay, that's good. Mr. Bahati, give me example of a time when you showed initiative.
Perfect. When I was working as an electrician in the electricity industry, I took the initiative of replacing the lamps that have high watt with the lamps have the lowest watt. So my responsibility was to evaluate the electric appliances in an industry. So an industry was facing the issue of paying electricity bills every day. I thought to replace those lamps consume high volts to reduce the cost of the company. I had to come up with the long-term solution to that problem. I wanted to reduce the operational costs of an industry. So I've replaced those lamps that have high watt with the lamps have the lowest watt using the electrical materials like an electrical tester. So I've used the lamps bought by an industry without buying the new ones using the items stored in the stock. So I've installed the fuse specifically regulating the lamps by the use of electrical materials. And then due to that work, it reduces the cost of paying the electricity bills, and it was accredited by the executive of the company.
Okay, thank you very much. The last question for you.
Yes.
Is there anything else you would like to know about you?
Of course, I am a hard worker and I usually like to work under pressure. I can be able to use Microsoft suites like Excel, Outlook, PowerPoint, and others.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very
We
much.
wish you the best.
Yes.
Okay,
Thank you.
God bless.
Thank you very much.